It is Friday, September 23rd of 2022, and you are watching Guy's Daily Drive. Bam! And welcome everyone to Guy's Daily Drive. This week it has been kind of a daily drive since this is my third one for the week, and I had Tuesday and Wednesday off. So yeah, it's been kind of daily drive-ish, but a lot going on. Now yesterday, I talked about getting to and from the Ringo Starr concert that myself and the whole family went to on Tuesday night, and all the issues related to that. So let's talk about the actual event and some of the stuff that led up to it, not the drive. I mean, we got to Ashley's house, Guy's significant other, and that was kind of ground zero for the entire event, since she's less than 2 miles away from the venue, which is very nice. And so Peter and Jake show up first. My other son Peter and his friend, my other son Jake, they showed up first, and then Liza, Peter's significant other, showed up a little while after that, and she brought me a cake. She brought me a cake and cupcakes, which I think I talked about yesterday. It was quite tasty, and said "Happy Birthday" at mymac.com on it, due to a series of weird events that is my life. But it was funny, and it was fun, and I was really, really appreciative. I didn't expect it at all, and it just kind of set the tone for the whole evening. But once everyone was there, we drove over to the venue, and it took us a while to actually get in, and then once we had driven in, it took them even longer to get everybody to a parking space. It was really super inefficient, and was, all things considered, quite stressful, and it shouldn't have been. But we went in two cars because there were 7 of us. So Guy and Ashley were in my car, and Peter, Jake, and Liza went in Peter's car. So we get there, we park, we get inside, and we were separate because I couldn't get 7 tickets all together, so I got them 4 and 3. So Tracy and myself, Ashley and Guy had one set of seats, and Peter, Liza, and Jake had another set of seats. And it was unfortunate because it would have been really nice for us all to be together. But it kind of worked out anyway, and I'll tell you what happened. So the concert starts, and it really was an all-star band. You had, besides Ringo Starr, you had guys from Toto, Kansas, Edgar Winter, who was a definite highlight of the evening. Who else? Men at Work. And I know I'm missing a couple of bands, but I mean, Average White Band. That was one of the other bands that was represented. And it wasn't just an evening playing Ringo Starr solo tunes and some of the tunes that he was featured on as a vocalist with the Beatles. It was like songs from all of those bands, just kind of all intermixed. And there were probably there was probably 5,000 to 7,000 people there altogether. I mean, the little stadium that we were in that was associated with Richmond Racetrack, it's not a huge place, but it wasn't so big that you had to have like Jumbotron screens to see what was going on. You could see the entire stage and everybody on it and everybody performing without too much trouble from pretty much anywhere. But Peter, Jake, and Liza had the better seats, and about 3 songs in, Liza came over and she was telling us that there were lots of empty seats around where they were, and if we wanted to come over so that we could all be together, that wouldn't be a problem. So we did. We moved our operations from where we were over to the seats where Peter, Jake, and Liza were, and again, like I said, they were much better seats. And all 7 of us were there together, and as the various songs came on, there was a couple of Men at Work songs, Who Can It Be Now, and I can't remember the other one. It was another big hit for them. Average White Band had Cut the Cake and Pick Up the Pieces, and Edgar Winter did Frankenstein, and a couple of other songs. There was Rosanna and Africa from Toto, and of course Ringo Starr did his songs. And of the Ringo Starr songs, there were 2 that were kind of like, okay, I mean, he's never been known as a vocalist, but his songs have always been fun. They went way deep into the catalog, and they did Boys, which was a song that he performed with the Beatles. And there was another one that I can't think of the name of off the top of my head, and they were okay, but you could tell his voice was a little weak for those songs. But to be fair, the guy is 82 years old, and he's going out and he's performing and he's jumping around on the stage, and the fact that somebody at the age of 82 can not only put together a band like this and go out on a long tour, but to perform night after night, or however often, I'm sure they get like a day or so rest in between, but just to do that night after night with such energy and such passion is astounding to me. And I hope that I have that much energy and passion when I'm 82. So when they did Yellow Submarine and there's another big Beatles Ringo song that I'm blanking on at the moment, but Peter and Jake were like just going crazy because Octopus's Garden. Yellow Submarine and Octopus's Garden were like 2 songs that Peter used to sing and dance to all the time when he was younger. He actually did a split screen video of Octopus's Garden using the Rock Band version of it and videotaped it while wearing a suit. So he did the drums, and these are like Rock Band instruments. He doesn't actually play any instruments, or he played violin at the time, but he was doing the drums. Then he did like 2 different versions of himself playing guitar, and it was quite clever, and definitely a highlight from when he was a kid that we have video evidence of. And so he and Jake, every single time those songs were coming up, were just going crazy. Another one of the Toto songs was Hold the Line, which we were having a whole lot of fun with, because there's like whole sections of it where after a line is sung, they just go, whoa, whoa, whoa. So every time they were doing whoa, 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 Peter and Jake and Guy and myself would just kind of lean into one another and go, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then it eventually got to the point where all we did, instead of singing the words, we were just going, whoa, 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 whoa. And it was so much fun. And we were dancing and singing and jumping around, and just, it was such a great time. We had such a wonderful time. And if Ringo Starr and the All-Starr band come anywhere near your neck of the woods, I highly recommend going to see him and the band. So much fun. And if you were a child of the 60s or 70s or 80s, you'll know all of these songs, all of the songs that were being played. And there were a couple of standout performances. And it was in the weirdest way. Now, like I said, there was at least one guy there from Toto, and I am not a huge fan of Toto. I've never particularly cared for the group or their songs, but they were very popular and they're very talented musicians. But they were doing Rosanna. And when the song started up, I was just kind of like, oh, okay, you're gonna do this song, you're gonna do Africa, you're gonna do some other. It's like, okay, I get it. You used to be with. Hold on. You used to be with Toto, and so you can do some Toto songs. And the fact that they're not my favorite songs doesn't really matter. But there was a twist. Now, Edgar Winter was playing the organ and piano. And he did, when they started doing Rosanna, at some point in the song, they did this, or he did like this piano solo that, quite honestly, was amazing. And I was actually kind of mad. It was like, damn you, Edgar Winter, damn you, sir, for making me like Rosanna by Toto. How dare you? How dare you? But it was good. It was so good. And the average white band songs, I was just jamming to. And I don't remember. The drummer was blanking. He'd been in a bunch of different groups, and he was really good. And he did this drum solo through, like, in the middle of Frankenstein. Frankenstein by Edgar Winter was, in my opinion, the best song played that night. It was so much energy. Even the drum solo, which, quite frankly, for the most of the time, I find kind of boring. It's like, okay, here comes the drum solo. But it was really, really good and highly entertaining. And if Ringo Starr and the All-Starr band come to your area, go and check them out, because it will be a good time. And that's like, I can't give a higher recommendation than that. It was so much fun. And it was like the family event. I wasn't able to go to the beach for various reasons. I wasn't able to set up much of anything for the entire family to do this summer, except this concert. And I'm so glad, so very, very glad that it worked out the way it did. But that is going to do it for today. That was the Ringo Starr and the All-Starr Band concert. So much fun. And I hope he tours again, because if he does, I'm going to be getting a ticket. Anyway, if you want to get a hold of me, it's so easy to do. You can reach me via email, guy@mymac.com, or podcast@vertshark.com. Vertshark.com is the long-neglected website that you can go to for some of the odds and some of the vids. I just posted 3 videos over on YouTube in the Vert Shark channel for my last 3 guys' daily drives, as well as the audio over there in my podcast channel, I think for the 14th, 16th, and 19th of September. I've been cranking them out. So go check those out over there on YouTube and like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe those things. It's so easy. I mean, it's a couple of buttons. What else? If you'd like to contribute, you don't have to, but it's greatly appreciated if you do. Go on over to Patreon, patreon.com/MacParrot. You can buy me a coffee, ko-fi.com/MacParrot, or PayPal at paypal.me/MacParrot. I am MacParrot and VertShark over on the Twitters, and you can find all kinds of various things related to that as well over on Facebook. And that is going to do it for today. So thank you all so very, very much for joining me today on Guy's Daily Drive, and I will see all of you next time right here on Guy's Daily Drive. Bye-bye.